Okay, what are your names now?
Our names are Amber and Jeremy Robinson, and we were devastated by Hurricane Michael, October 10th, 2018.
Okay, now let me ask you something. You said trees fell through your trailer,
Yes, sir. Not just in our trailer. It severed our trailer completely half in two.
and you was in there when that
No,
happened.
sir.
We
We were
left. We
at
left.
Rutherford High School in a emergency shelter they had opened.
Okay, and okay, how was your experience at Rutherford High School?
It was horrible. Not so much the facility was okay. The people were okay at that point. When I say horrible, it had gotten so bad. The hurricane had gotten so bad in the Callaway area that the middle ways of the hurricane was having to usher small children from one side of the hallway to the other where we were because the ceilings were caving in on them from where the metal had peeled up, and it had just gotten soaked from all the rain that it was dropping the ceiling in on people. So we had to usher
What
kids over
the
first,
fuck?
and then I had to worry about the adults later. And after that, after the hurricane, everybody went and looked at the devastation. They kept Rutherford open for our emergency Red Cross shelter. That worked fine. It was actually really nice there. They ended up having to close that shelter within just a few days because of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Where was the carbon monoxide poisoning coming from?
The generator, they had it too close to the building.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it'll kill you. Yeah.
At the time, we still had no power. So they moved everybody from Rutherford High School over to Panama City Beach over on Back Beach Road to Breakfast Point Academy. That was shelter number 2. While we were in Breakfast Point Academy, the help and the treatment got a little worse. They wanted to give you snacks and water and resources, but tell you you cannot drink, eat, or anything inside the dorms. You have to do it outside, but they would want to lock the cafeteria. They had people stealing, robbing. A friend of mine had got sexually assaulted inside the dorm. She actually had a male lay on top of her with a knife to her throat, tell her, you scream, make a noise, I will cut your throat. And he fondled her. She did report him, and he did go to jail. But we had people on drugs, want to stay up all hours of the night. That was running our transportation from work, because we get our work picks us up and brings us back. We work for a personnel.
Pace setters.
Yeah, they
Setters
stopped them
personnel.
from coming up there.
They stopped.
Now I don't understand that fucking shit at all.
We worked the whole time, and then one day we went up there, and
They wouldn't let them in.
What did they have you doing at pace setters?
We were Walmart
supervisors.
supervisors for night shift at Pier Park.
We've been working there for about a year now.
Oh, okay. Now, see, what I'm trying to figure out here is you also told me that the National Guard was waking you up with flashlights
Yeah.
all fucking night
All
long?
night long.
Yeah,
all night long.
They would come through there, and I mean, they would drop.
They would shine flashlights in your face, and you would have 3 or 4 at a time.
They kicked me up because they
marching,
were shaking me, and I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
marching in between your bunks, it was
What
like,
the fuck?
And then it was just like me, and I wasn't there all day. We begged people to work, and
not counting at this point, it is so crowded in the shelter from all the devastation. We were packed.
How many people would you figure were in there?
About 3,000.
yeah.
3,000 people?
They
They were
moved
so
shelters.
close.
They moved shelters.
Your bunk and cot was so close, you could actually stretch and reach over and pat your neighbor.
Can you move in closer if you don't
They
mind?
moved up when they put us on trolleys. Every trolley they had, that's how many people, and moved us all
Every
one
Bay
time.
County trolley and every Bay transportation they had, they called over to the school to move everybody from Rutherford over to Breakfast Point. Well, Breakfast Point eventually decided they wanted their school back. So at this time, there was another shelter open. It was over called Surfside. And then there was another one at Bozeman.
Bozeman, we went to Bozeman. It was really
Bozeman, it was on 77. They wanted their school back because they do K through 12.
They were awesome,
all-purpose school. So they wanted their school back, so they moved the Bozeman people over to Arnold.
Right.
All of them and all of them.
Right off Back Beach. Well, right after Arnold, they moved Surfside over to Arnold. Then they moved Breakfast Point over to Arnold. So all the shelters were combined into one big shelter at Arnold High School. They had
at least 1,500 people.
Yes. Even though the curfew at this time had been lifted from Bay County and Panama City area, you could not get on or off the premises there at Arnold High School after 10 o'clock. You could not You cannot eat, drink, shower, sleep, move anywhere up on the premises without this ID that had your photo, when the ID was taken, where your dorm is, and if you didn't have it on you at all times, you could be threw out.
FEMA was denying anybody. Red Cross was denying anybody.
FEMA was denying help. Red Cross was saying, all I can give you is $100 a piece when you leave, upon leaving. It got to the point where they was giving people, okay, you want money? Take $200, a wagon, a tent, and some sleeping bags, and go. But when you leave, you cannot come back. We're still trying to get in touch with FEMA. FEMA is denying us. We appealed 3 times. 3 times, appealed or denied.
They said, you're welcome to leave. I said, go where? I said, this is my home.
They denied us. They denied us rental assistance, TSA, personal losses, all because we were not in our home for the majority of the calendar year. We wasn't there 6 months or longer. We wasn't entitled to any help.
Oh,
you mean what you're saying is that you had to be there 6 months?
Yes,
or longer for it to be declared a loss.
What the fuck?
We appealed it 3 times, and they said that was called 6 months. I said, sir, I mean, we were just, we were homeless. We working now, so we just not got.
I said, so you mean to tell me if I was to go buy a house right
new
now,
furniture, everything,
and I've only had it a month or so, I'm just now getting in my house, another hurricane hits,
that's right.
I'm out that money, and I'm not entitled to nothing?
Right.
Well, that's just our policy. I said, okay, understandable.
The housing authority were sending people on fakes. We were trying to make everybody go to Fort Walton. We call Fort Walton. They have no idea. They're just telling us different stuff to get us away from them.
They have no idea what they're doing down here.
And then it got to where every 48 hours we had to go.
That's what I was about to say. Back to our jobs.
If you go every 48 hours, then they would take your name tag and you leave.
We had our jobs for nearly 3 weeks straight, because every 48 hours on the dot,
you had to check in with
you had to walk down the service hall, talk with Red Cross, FEMA. Every 48 hours, they had to document that you were in there talking to them every 48 hours on the dot, or you were going to be kicked out of the shelter with no questions asked.
I said, I work. She said, put your job.
We told them, we said, well, what are we going to do about work? We work every day. They said, all I can tell you is, do you want your job or do you want a place to stay?
There was people in there ODing on pain pills, drunks.
Now wait a minute. If there's National Guard all over the place, how could a rape happen? How could a sexual assault happen?
There wasn't no National Guard. It was the Salvation Army and police.
That was at the other shelter.
But the police, they stay outside harassing everybody. They never really, this is.
The cops were harassing people. Why?
In and out.
They made me leave because I told this. I said, look, I sleep. I said, I gotta get up early in the morning. I said, I'm fine. I ain't going to you. Please don't touch me.
Can you come in closer together, please?
He said, I'm checking on you. I said, dude, I'm fine. He said, I'm going to touch you. I said, come back and touch me again. I said, you're waking me up. And he bumped me. He'd bump me bed, and he'd be like, I was like,
what the fuck?
I go in there. I said, look, y'all. I said, look.
What the fuck?
I'm fine. I said, I don't need no babysitter. I said, why does he just keep walking around my bed? It was just a dude, we had some problems over a coloring book, and some people in Walmart donated some stuff, and I seen a little girl, and I seen people getting them.
He was looking.
I said, oh look. He said, no, put that down. That's for the kids. I said, bro, I know. There's a little kid. No, just put it down. That's not cool. I said, hold on, bro. I snatched it out of my hand. I said, whoa. And anyway, we had problems, and then that same one.
Did he harass anybody else?
Yeah,
everybody.
He told me that he kicked my ass because of a notebook. I said, bro. I said. They donated it. I said, it's for kids. I said, I work. I said, the kid right here is,
it's fussy, and I was just going to hand her a coloring book.
Yeah, but you don't touch it. It's not yours. You can help me move it down here. I'll give you one. I said, no, not for that. I said, well, then he went and told the cop, and the cop told me if I didn't stop, I'd leave. Well, I told him about, the cop said, it don't matter. He's doing his job. I said, all right. So the next night, it's the same dude, and he's doing this fuck with me. Finally, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I get up, and I'm like, you goddamn it. I said, what? I said, Ember, fuck this shit. I said, I told him, I said, I'm feeling good. I said, look, can I do this dude right here away from me or move? Why? I said, because I've asked him 3 times to fucking, I was asleep. I get up at 5 o'clock, and all night, he'd come kick my rack, or he'd say, you okay?
Hold on.
I told him that I was going to kick his ass.
Right.
Okay, because in other words, you're saying he had
harassing me.
He had harassing you.
Yeah.
Why would they do that shit? Why would they do that?
Because it's the coloring book accident. He tried to make it look like me. When I had everybody, there's a bunch of people to know.
Color? Well, what's this? Why would such a big deal over a color book?
Exactly.
And then we moved to Arnold, and there's one guy that just had a problem with me. And then this guy cussing a baby out one morning,
Mm-hmm.
cussing it, and I don't, I said, look, you need to
A newborn baby. He's
I said,
going to
you let
walk
that
by
baby
it and tell
alone.
him, you need to shut that fucking kid up. People are trying to sleep, and it's an infant.
I said, hey, whoa, I said, it's a kid. I said, bro, I said,
Jeremy said he can't speak for himself. He said, we are his voice right now, and I don't appreciate the way you're talking
it's
to
a
that kid. I
little
know
black
that mother
baby,
doesn't.
about 6 months old, and I don't care, a kid's a kid. The mother was there by herself.
In tears.
And she said, I ain't slept all night.
She said,
he don't want to be here. She said, you know what, just wrong with y'all, and she's really racist. I said, hold on a minute. I said, look, that's a kid. I said, that kid that gave it, and I said, she's doing the best she can do.
I asked him, I said, did you lose everything you had? He said, yes, ma'am. I said, she did too. I said, I bet you that kid don't want to be here no much than you want it here.
Well, then so Salvation Army said, you need to mind your own fucking business. I said, excuse me? He said, you mind your own fucking business. I said, no, I'm taking up that kid. It's wrong. I said, where were you at? What'd you say? I said, no. I said, that's bullshit. You ought to have him out here. I said, that's a baby. I mean, he's cussing it, And he said, like I said, he said,
like I said, you need to step over there and mind your own fucking business.
I said, I'm getting ready for work. He said, you need to go. I said, so I'm going to the bathroom, and I come back there. I said, let me tell you something. I said, you got more time to expect me, bro. I said,
I'm going to tell him I'm going to have you reported. Well, by the time he said, I'm going to have, and he said, oh, so you're threatening me now?
I'm going to kick you out.
You're going to threaten me now? He goes get 2 security guards.
He had a little pull.
And tried to tell Jeremy tried to tell the security guards that Jeremy threatened his life.
I had a bunch, everybody in there said, no, he was
Don't you wish you had a tape recorder?
Yep.
You know how many times I've asked people to keep tape recorders with them?
Well, the
I know you. Chances are you wouldn't have one, but
the next day he apologized to me, and I said, yeah. He said, I realized. I said, no. I said, dude. I said, you apologize to me, but I said, but, I said, I leave here every day and I work. I said, there's people in here that are homeless, and y'all treat them like queens. And there's people sleeping in cars that got money. They're homeless. They got money. We didn't.
And I asked him.
I said, how's this? I said, we had a home. These folks were living in a car. How did they get money?
I said, since y'all denied us everything, I said, tell me how this works. I said, we go out here and work every single day we can. We are mandatory required to take 2 days a week off. And with that being said, we have paychecks, we're steady paychecks. We are okay on the money part. But tell me, in one night, we lost our home, we lost our clothes, we lost every personal belonging we had. And I'm sorry, but $11 an hour is not enough money to replace it all that quick.
Okay, hold on a second. I want to see if